What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a review uh, of a watch which is not owned by me, but I've had it in my possession for about a week now. This is a friend's watch, and I borrowed it from him to for my own enjoyment. But I thought I'll make a review out of it since I have a good bit of experience on it now. So the watch in question is this watch, which is Longines Heritage Military. This is a reissue of watches which were issued to the British Royal Air Force during World War II. The pilots of the fighter planes used to use something like this. So this watch is somewhat of a hidden gem. To keep with the vintage aesthetics, I'll be going through what they have done, and okay, let's get started. This particular dial is of 38.5 millimeters, which is not exactly vintage sizing, but much better compared to modern sizes, right? The originals would have been something around 32, 34 millimeter dials, which would be like comparatively very, very tiny by today's standards. But of course, keeping in mind that modernization has happened, this is a relatively shorter dial. I mean, smaller dial. The effective lug to lug on this is surprisingly high for a 38 watch. It is 47.6 millimeters, which is, I mean, not horrible, but then you bring in something like my Christopher Ward C63 Sealander. This particular watch is 39 but the effective lug to lug on this is 45.8 which is, of course, much more wearable. I think it sits much more snug on my wrist. Not that this is a uncomfortable watch. I mean, I've been wearing it regularly for the past 4 or 5 days, and it's a very, very terribly well balanced watch. I can wear it to sleep and not have any issues with it. Other than that, this watch, I mean, let's be honest, the lug to lug on this is due to the design, which they have been original to, so we can't really fault them for that. The letdown on this watch is the water resistance, which is 30 meters only. Uh, 30 meters for a watch in today's day and age is very low. I'd say, I mean, they could have at least gotten it up to 50 meters, if not 100, by just adding a screw down crown. This particular watch does not have a screw down crown and has a onion shaped crown, which is very easy to wind. And it's a joy to wind, actually. It's very smooth. Yeah, one of the best winding experiences I've had with the watch. This particular watch uses a sapphire crystal with several layers of AR coating on the underside, according to the Longines website. What's impressive is the way they've done the sapphire crystal. It's it looks like a plexiglass almost from this angle, right? Even the I don't know, milkiness of a plexiglass is kind of there. I had to actually look it up to understand that this was sapphire crystal because the originals would have come with acrylic crystals on them. It's just really impressive what they've done with the crystal here. It's, from what I can tell, it's not a domed crystal as such. Very nice done though, the crystal itself. Uh, what else? This case is mostly a brushed case, which is quite nice, as you can see. It's very good for hiding scratches. And the bezel here is curved inward, although it is polished, again to hide scratches. It being a sapphire crystal on this, it won't exactly scratch very easily or if at all. So, it's a very smart move here. Nothing on the back. It's not a see-through case bag, just the name of the watch and the movement. This is the crown. It's a signed crown. It says Longines, I think. Yeah, it says Longines with the Longines logo on the crown. Very nice. Like I said, it's not a screw-down crown. What else about this watch? Let's just come to the start of the show, which is the dial. It has very clean Arabic numerals, as you can see. Nothing on this dial is applied. It's all painted. It has a railroad chapter ring at the corners, um, as you can see with the for the minute markers. And the numbers are Arabic and very, very legible. They're all painted on, as I said. Uh, Other than that, well, watch is a topic of controversy for some. So I think, in my opinion, this watch is a fantastic deal for how you do Fortina, essentially, which is paying tribute to Patina. This particular dial is cream in color, and if you showed it to someone, they would assume that this is a very old watch. In fact, I had taken my vintage Omega Seamaster for servicing recently with this friend of mine, and the person at the counter thought this particular watch was older than my Omega, which is from the 1960s. Just goes to show that how well the dial is done here. As you can see, there are these dots on these tiles, and the pattern on each of these dots is very on each of these dials is unique. None of them are the same. So so originally, the original watches of this nature, the pilot watches, would have been white, and over the course of 80, 70 years, they would have turned this cream color with these, black dots on the dial. So I think it's a very tastefully done Fortina. Uh, unless you know, you are not going to assume that this is not a vintage watch. Unlike Fortina in things like the No Time to Die Seamaster Bond edition, that particular watch, it's done well, but then nobody's going to say it's a vintage watch. Also, the logo is very simple. It just says Longines, and it's painted on, as you can see. Nothing else on the dial other than this tiny Swiss made. Very nicely done. Uh, the highlight of the dial for me, and the reason I suspect my friend bought this watch in the first place, let me just give it a wipe down. It was me who introduced him to the watch, so we like it for the same reasons. That is, this blued cathedral style hands, heat blued, of course, just a very beautiful color. These will patina over time and change into something like rusted orange or purple. Of course, the originals would have done so by this point in time. What else? It's just interesting to, since this is how the watch is starting out. It's just interesting to see what this watch is going to look like 90 years from now. And when my friend is 90, I just want to see what this watch looks like. Uh, Coming to the movement, I think we're done with the case otherwise. Oh yeah, this comes with a very nice suede-like leather strap. This is not the original leather strap. This is a blue suede leather strap which was put on by my friend. Speaking of the straps, let me just address this real quick. One of the bad things about this particular watch is that it comes with a 19 lug width. I don't know why they couldn't have just made it 18 or 20 to bring it up to universal sizes. Other than that, the watch comes with a fantastic greenish khaki-like, almost suede-like strap, which is very nice, very comfortable. Of course, it's not the best out there. This particular strap is better. And this is the dial it comes, sorry, the buckle it comes with. It's a tang buckle, sign, Longines sign. Very nice. Yeah. Now coming to the movement, this uses Longines caliber L2.819.4.93.2, which is based on the ETA caliber A31.L11. I'm just reading it off my notes, so impossible to remember these. It's an automatic watch. So ETA, it's based on an ETA movement, right? So ETA is owned by the Swatch Group, so is Longines. So I guess you could technically call it a, I guess, in-house movement. I don't know. And the thing about this is it runs at 25,200 vibrations per hour, which is slower than the 28,800 VPH that other watches run at. This is something happening at Swatch Group to increase the power reserve, I believe, which of course works. This has a 72-hour power reserve. Comparing the 25,200 to say something with 28,800, just for your reference. I don't know if you can pick out a difference. I'd say it's a fine move. I mean, it's not very noticeable, and it's very smooth in general. I like this the compromise to this particular beat rate for increasing power reserve. I believe even the Omega's C Masters and all are also doing these things to increase the power reserve, which is fine by me. I mean, if you're using something with the 28,800 VPH, this lasts for 42 hours compared to 72. I mean, that's a huge leap, right? You can just take it off on a Friday and it'll be still running on Monday morning. So that's off highlight. Other than that, this features hacking, of course. Uh, like I mentioned, it's an automatic movement. There you go, hacking. So this particular watch it's been owned by my friend for over a year now, I think. As you can see, it's still in fantastic condition, no scratches or anything. This is running -2 seconds a day, which is fantastic within cost standards actually. Of course, it's not particularly cost certified as far as I can tell, but fantastic accuracy otherwise. Uh, Lastly, coming to the cost, this thing I think currently the MRP of it is around 2.32 lakhs in Indian rupees, which is approximately 2,700 US dollars at retail, of course. But I'm sure you can find a better deal on it if you can find it. But I don't. I'm not sure if this has been discontinued yet. So yeah, I'll just give you a shot. Let's see. For reference, I have a 6.75 inches wrist. I think it fits very well. Like I said, it's a very comfortable watch, and here it is. It looks fantastic, I think. And other than that, that's about it. I think I've addressed everything about this watch. Yeah, no loom, of course. Due to the nature of the watch and the cathedral blued hands, I think it can be easily dressed up, although you can also wear it casually with a NATO or something like that. I think this blue suede strap fits it quite well. It gives it matches the, hands and gives it the contrast to the dial. Alternatively, I'm giving my friend a suede gray strap, which also, highlights the dial more rather than contrast it. So quite a few straps you could pair with this. Would have been better if it was 18 or so. Other than that, that's about it. I think I've covered all aspects of this particular watch. Really great value for money, I think. Just the water resistance and the lug width. Otherwise, fantastic buy. All right, then, like and subscribe. And thanks to my friend for lending in this watch for the review. Although he didn't particularly lend it for the review as such, it's just me taking the opportunity and doing it. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.